Acerbic. In manner or temper, bitter and sharp, forthright and cutting. In flavor, sour or harsh tasting. First used in English figuratively for sharp and bitter persons, from the Latin acerbus, meaning harsh to the taste, adapted to describe tastes by 1610. Sometimes people, like Brussels sprouts or broccoli rabe, are an acquired taste. Once acquired, they can change your life. Walk into any deli in or around New York City and you're likely to experience a regional delicacy as surprising and nuanced as any broccoli rabe dish in Little Italy. The acerbic flavor of sarcasm. Acerbic food, like acerbic wit, is an acquired taste that, once mastered, can heap benefits on all of us. In nature, bitterness is often a warning, particularly to species who have evolved to avoid unpleasant food sources that can be toxic in high doses. Primates in particular have a wider range of sensitivity to bitterness coded directly into our DNA, an adaptation that likely allowed early humans to migrate and settle in new habitats. But an acerbic flavor, like a sarcastic comment, can be nature's way of saying one thing but meaning the opposite. A Brussels sprout or a pot of nettle tea might scream, "Don't eat me, I could kill you," to a sensitive palate. But many bitter foods contain chemicals that, in human-sized servings, can improve our health and supply vital nutrients. Most of the bitter herbs and brassicas that we eat today, like parsley, arugula, stinging nettle, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts, may be the culmination of a long evolutionary process of detecting plant chemicals and learning to use them for their rich nutrients and health benefits, like cancer prevention. One group of researchers seeking to understand how we began to eat and cultivate bitter plants studied the indigenous Aymara people in Bolivia, whose diet depends largely on a strain of bitter potatoes that contain potentially toxic glycoalkaloids like solanine. The study found that the Aymara, who have developed a sophisticated system for classifying potatoes based on flavor, have a much higher threshold for bitterness than the average person, showing that resource limitation can lead populations to develop a more sensitive palate while embracing the benefits of bitterness. If bitterness and wellness are intertwined, perhaps New Yorkers have it figured out too, as Fran Lebowitz wrote, "Sarcasm, what they have in New York instead of jacuzzis." For more deep dives into language and linguistics, follow our channel and join us on the Humane Space app, available in your app store of choice.